My name is Max Stafford Clark, and for the last 21 years I have been the proud artistic director of Out of Joint. Out of Joint is a touring theatre company that takes new plays to the regions. It also creates those plays.
It's a genuinely creative atmosphere. It's big ideas, history, and a big moral question.
Whether they're handling a classic, be it Macbeth, or a new play, Out of Joint are able to tease these much deeper aspects to the story. In terms of my experience, it was total theatre.
It just feels like exciting work.
I think what defines Out of Joint is the fact that it pays attention to plays, text, language. And I always feel in Out of Joint play, it's there for a reason, not just to fill the schedules.
Out of Joint isn't afraid to tackle the big subjects. It was like This May Hurt a Bit. The audience went out wanting to shake up the system.
It's absolutely vital, it seems to me, that Out of Joint stays and continues to tour. I find audiences out of London more hungry for new work.
I don't only want to talk to people in London. You know, like, we have to be talking to other people, not just ourselves. I think that's really, really important, and it's about the theatrical culture, but also just the culture of this country.
I find it's completely fascinating taking shows around the country because they're different. The audience at Cyphers in Exeter is a different show to Cyphers in Cheltenham, which is a different show to Cyphers at the Bush.
I mean, it's so important that these stories and telling stories in these ways and having this sort of debate is available to everyone.
Taking high quality new writing around the UK isn't something that many people do.
They engage with it in a fabulous way, and they wouldn't be doing that unless Out of Joint was touring.
The theatre during my working life has been a medium for social debate. Engaging with our own history and giving it back to ourselves is a vital part of theatre.
Max works in a very unique way. I've never worked with anybody else who does the same thing.
That curiosity, that hunger is infectious. It spreads throughout the company.
The foundations are there, and that is what he does so brilliantly.
I'm adapting Cyphers into a film script, and that's only happening because Out of Joint picked it up and produced it.
It's not about asking people to support new writing, it's just asking people to support writing.
What they're so good at is making something come to life in a way that is just magical.
They offer something very unique and exciting to people who go to theatre a lot or rarely go.
Out of Joint needs to be supported.
To keep doing what it's been doing for so many successful years.
New work on tour.
I urge you to support them, to be involved.
We need your help more than ever to create the work and create the plays that have characterised our canon over the last 20 years.
When I think about Out of Joint, I'm reminded of something someone once said about the late Harold Wilson when he was Labour Prime Minister and he retired. Out of Joint's been going a good long time, but they said of Harold Wilson, he kept the show on the road. And that's what Out of Joint has been doing for the last 21 years.